So I came home from Brooklyn Video Games earlier today, and move it up here so you don't see the NES games I have under my chair. And this is not really an unboxing, but because I know what's in here, but I know the conditions. But it's cool. Like a little hype and suspense for you guys. So first off, there's this bag, and inside there's this box. It's an Amazon box, but it's not really from Amazon. Pause it here so it doesn't feel as weird. So what could be in this box that I had to get a box, and who knows what else to protect the stuff inside it. I have this very nice crease here, folding so stuff won't fall out as easily in case I flip it over or whatever. You can see some bubble wrap. Oh, what is this? ActRaiser 2. Licensed by Nintendo. Made in Japan. $25. Spider-Man for PlayStation. $12. One of my favorite games for the PlayStation. One of the best comic book games ever made, even though I think the Dreamcast one is better. And I hear bad stuff about N64, but I don't know if the reviews got better. Oh, what is this? Look at the condition of this. It was in the box, and there's no bending or anything on this thing. This is perfect. It's still sealed. Japanese version of the DS version. Very hard to find on eBay now. Got from Brooklyn Video Games. Very hyped about that. And the price is pretty fair if you've looked on eBay. Finally, Dragon Warrior 3. One of the rarest, probably the most expensive NES game ever found, and I found it for a pretty good price. You can read what's on this custom-made box, which probably adds to the value, even though it's not the actual box. The most advanced RPG role-playing game, Enix. It doesn't actually have the 84-page Warriors Handbook, World Map, and Weapons and Monsters Guide, which is a shame because I remember that being a big deal when I had had it for the original Final Fantasy. And that's really hard to find now, and I don't know what happened to it other than my parents probably threw it out. I didn't see the check the back of the No Kuni or the Spider-Man box, but I'll show that later. An RPG of unprecedented scale and challenge, Dragon Warrior 3 will reveal how the legend of Edric was born. This is interesting in case you ever knew anything about the localization of the Dragon Quest games, Dragon Quest 3 included. The legacy of Edric continues. On your 16th birthday, you wake to find the sound of your mother's voice. Sorry, you didn't see that on the phone. This is the day you're the king of Aliahan. Probably butchered that. Your mother has raised you to become a brave lad, and you just now carry on your father's legacy. He was a legendary warrior of Aliahan, who suffered death of hands of a fiendish monster. If not stopped, the archfiend Baramos will most definitely destroy your world. Your challenge, your destiny, the destruction of Baramos. This is pretty epic RPG storytelling, and it's pretty much to the classic finest of JRPGs. This basically was a setup for like pretty much every Final Fantasy. With 3 allies of your choosing, you are set to embark on your quest to save the world from Baramos, your final enemy? That's an interesting question mark. I don't know anything about this game, but that could be interesting. And the most interesting part about the game is the classes you choose from, because I think you only had like one class in the original game. But don't quote me on that. But don't quote that as accurate if it's incorrect. 8 classes of characters to select from: hero, soldier, pilgrim, wizard, fighter, merchant, sage, and goof off. Change classes of your characters in mid-game. That's pretty important after Final Fantasy 1 and for Final Fantasy 3 and 5, among other RPGs such as Final Fantasy Tactics. Main story contains dozens of intricate subplots. Very interesting. Travel day and night, gamble on monster battles at the fight rings. You can do that? That's amazing. Select from an expanded arsenal of weapons, armor and spells. Visit Over 40 castles, towns, villages, and shrines. Let's see what there's other stuff here. That's basically the symbol setup of the battle screen. Over 130 monsters and 32 weapons and 60 magic spells. It's pretty epic. You probably have that many in Final Fantasy, but I'm not too sure. Explore 18 fearful dungeons. Resurrect a magic bird to your quest. There's the Enix logo, Washington. Official Nintendo seal, made in Japan. 1990. I should probably show the quality of the game. My hands are a little wet. I'll edit that later. Okay, the back of this. I guess I can't really show anything. I'll just describe it. I haven't even looked at it. This is actually my first time looking at the back of the box. This is really cool. It has cutscenes in the game. Just talk about it being an RPG. Let's see if I know any of the characters. Less years. Savnian. New work of an RPG. 2 Jades. 2 something. Work. $252 something. Oh shoot, it has pictures of like the crew. Too bad. Should get that clear out of the way. I don't want to ruin that by getting rid of the plastic. Back of the Spider-Man box. Also very flawless. You don't just play it, you live it. Oh, that's so 90s. He spins a web, swings across the sky with a somersault onto the Daily Bugle building. Who is the mass hero? It's you. Fight, jump in the web sling. Spider-Man as you take on a legion of sinister villains. The city depends on you. Start swinging. I'm not going to spoil too much. That's pretty correct. That's pretty much what happens in the game. It's a pretty epic battle. And this is very good advertising. Or there's even small red letters. Wall crawl and web sling your way totally from free roaming 3D New York. It is sort of like, it doesn't have as many side quests, but it does sort of remind me of Grand Theft Auto. Fight notorious bosses and assortment of freak specimens, criminals, and tunnel dwellers. Maybe it's a true use of the word freak, but I don't feel comfortable using that term. Web shooters and spider sense that you throw at your enemies and sinister plans. Oh, Neversoft. I forgot about that company. There it says Marvel. It's one of my favorite games. Pretty epic. I'll go back to the Dragon Warrior 3 actual cartridge when my hands stop sweating. It's a hot day. Really good collectible that I got from Brooklyn Video Games now that my hands are less sweaty. Now I opened the case up. Sticker on the front basically looks like it's brand new. I'm really proud of this, adding this to my collection.